The Fed might cut rates twice more. Yes, we do have official dates for the remaining exchange-traded funds, ETFs, that are coming from asset managers with multi-trillion-dollar portfolios. Jerome Powell's dismissal is being discussed by Trump. Your self-assurance is lacking, at least that much is certain to me. Donald Trump himself has posted this, so let's start with that. He posted this on True Social. He was depicted in the image. The words "you're fired" are being hurled at Jerome Powell by this group. Powell seems downcast. Everyone seems to agree that Trump will soon have the power to dismiss this individual. Trump often shares humorous posts on social media. Trump has been discussing the possibility of removing Powell for about a year now, with numerous posts nearly every month. The markets are confused about this, which is understandable given that he may just be joking around with his pals, along with insults like Tule Powell and others. They threatened to terminate him. This is the first time he has ever shared a meme like this directly, even though he's already brought up the topic of drones. Powell has to be removed immediately. How that plays out remains to be seen. In your opinion, is Powell going to be fired by Trump? I suppose we'll determine it. Additionally, you should be aware that the cryptocurrency market is now seeing some rather bizarre developments. In addition to the exchange, traded funds, and interest rate reduction I mentioned earlier, CZ will be pardoned by Trump this year and added to his crypto team. This is fantastic news for the cryptocurrency industry as a whole, in my opinion, as he created the largest exchange on the planet. CZ is aware a large network can provide valuable direction to the president and crypto team. As far as the inner workings of the cryptocurrency market are concerned, he is the expert. In my opinion, this is a fantastic method to track the development of the cryptocurrency market. There are always pros and cons to every situation, and I think there are concerns with the accusations against CZ, some of which were insider trading. The accusations against CZ must have been completely baseless, at least in my opinion. Time will reveal all, though. Not only that, but XRP is trending among on top of the world. The NBA stars are now chatting with XRP. The conversation between Tristan Thompson and the NBA player was rather intriguing, so you can hear what these friends said. I'm just going to play this clip fast. I first noticed this when women started asking men questions like, am I going to get more XRP? It would be wise to purchase additional of each. The guys are sending me texts that say, yo, it's pumping. And then they inform me in a group chat, look into it, everyone. You have to have a long-term mindset if you want to win the NBA championship. You won your bet on these coins. Apparently, this is the type of conversation that NBA players are having. Remember, they're all bringing up XRP. When you give it some thought, it's fairly insane. The topic is generating a lot of interest. This is what the general public perceives as the most important signal. Everyone seems to be talking about it right now, so they assume it's about to reach its pinnacle. It would be wise for you to simply keep 2021 in mind. Much was made of it on par with everyone. Sure enough, we hit our peak just 1 year after the public started paying attention. However, that entire year was when all of the profits were realized. At this very moment, you have the option to sell. Anyone who has stuck with my show for longer than a year should be rolling in duff. Another option would be to be patient and let things unfold as they will. In the comments, I'll hear a lot of people telling me not to sell my XRP, and they'll be correct. Having said that, I've been a part of countless bull runs in this. I'll be watching for exits to make a profit, and then I'll reinvest those gains when the value of digital assets and equities drops, because I noticed the same patterns in every single instance. The only way to fix that is to abolish the Federal Reserve. If word gets out that the Federal Reserve is to be abolished, I will most certainly reconsider this. The Fed will remain in place, nevertheless, for the time being. All Trump wants to do is select a new chair for the Federal Reserve. The goal for Trump is financial gain. That being said, monetary policy measures such as QE and QE2 will continue to take place. For that reason, I intend to play the game and base my actions on it. Now, let's shift our focus to October. Equity tracking funds, ETFs, are the topic at hand. Rate cuts are a topic worth discussing, so come on. Here's our October calendar, everyone. Completely jam-packed. From October 18th, you have until the end of the day to make a decision on the XRP spot ETF. The bit depth is 1019, 920 bits, or grayscaled in 1821 shares. All of the 125 others, such as Rex, Canary Capital, Tidal, and Wisdom in 25 regions, where the coin shakes the stock of Franklin Templeton, among others. Everything is going completely bonkers. All right, here's the official green light for 1, 2, 3, 6, or 8 separate ETFs. At this point in time, I am at a loss for words if you are not bullish. To be honest, I can't even recall whether Bitcoin had cash ETF apps when it initially came out. As ridiculous as it seems, XRP is attracting the attention of some very large corporations. I am going to lose it over these. As a result, substantially more revenue amounting to billions of dollars will be generated. It was to be expected that I would, if you want to see how the odds played out in the past, you should examine Bitcoin's experience with rate reduction, Ethereum's, and the ETFs. In light of previous instances of capital flowing in, I would like to know the likelihood of different outcomes. Please tell me the probability that these things will transpire. We're fortunate to have such data at our disposal. Given that the Fed will cut rates twice more before the end of the year, why do you believe the cryptocurrency market will end higher in the next 3 to 6 months? This is a quick and easy question. We can observe that Bitcoin has experienced an 80% increase in the 3 months following the EZ, in line with previous rate reduction. Currently, bullish X talks and projections have been generated from 97% of pre-cut opportunities. It is predicted to occur between now and December 22nd by more than 80% of models. In my opinion, the odds of the cryptocurrency market or Bitcoin closing at a higher 2025 range from 75% to 85%. I couldn't agree with you more. This is precisely what I've been repeating to you time and time again, given all the background knowledge, hasn't it? There might be a few, in my opinion, significant changes coming up before March 2026. Reminiscent of last year's November, December, and January, we're interested in knowing the impact of these ETFs, therefore I also requested that Grok consider them. In addition, according to Grok, the ETFs will increase the likelihood that we will achieve a higher final price. Grok submit if we can raise that probability by 5 to 15%, we can close in 3 to 6 months faster. Altcoin exchange traded funds like XRP increase the overall likely day 5%. December market closing should be higher for overall market cap the years 2025 and 2026. This is due to XRP ETF inflows. A 65% price decrease by the Fed and 90% approval odds. The pre-catalyst good windows another 95% after 3 months, according to Bitcoin's president. 60% of the analyst judgments are bullish. A quarter are based on past performance, and 15% are influenced by more factors. 9 out of 10 individuals are now on board with feeling. More uncertainty is certain, but we should be able to ride out the next 3 to 6 months with relative ease. End of story, just keep it in mind. You don't have anything else to consider. To complete each stage, you simply need to know one at a time. My trading indicator, Crusader Signal, and XRP have been providing you with the greatest signal for quite some time. This is only a small sample, isn't it? Not long ago, on September 21st, this occurred. There's a buy signal at 267 and 295. At this very moment, when we reach rock bottom, it is sending out yet another buy signal. There are 2 indicators that imply purchasing. My recommendation is that you pay the normal fee as you move down, loading up more heavier. Your average selling price is close to 280, and the average entry price is 272. How incredible. You would have received all of these indications if you had been following my Crusader Signal. You can get your hands on these products today. Nothing justifies your actions. When the market is stagnant, you can still make a killing. Using my Warrior Signal, some people have multiplied their initial investment by 4. Our prices have remained unchanged for the past 5 months. Think about the potential effects of the signal when the market is going absolutely bonkers, with XRP prices ranging from $3 to $20 a coin. Consider all the things it's capable of. While the market is moving sideways, it would be acceptable if we could quadruple our investment. Today is the day to enroll. Getting up on that is completely optional for you. Booster trades are now the most effective trading signal available. We offer 3 different plans, one for each month of the year. You can save a ton of money on the monthly charge by signing up for the quarterly or annual plan. Additionally, it provides the market's top indicators. It goes without saying that you will make extensive use of this. It seems like this market is tailor-made for you. If you follow the instructions to a T and watch the videos provided upon registration, you should have no trouble understanding anything. A higher probability of success will be bestowed upon you. You may see all the reviews on that site. All users who have registered and are using this signal are visible to you. The sign has been well received and